Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Allstars, our football manager save here with Royal White Star Brussels. And it should be an interesting save to say the least, because it mixes a couple of things I've never done before. One, I've never managed in Belgium, because Belgium has never been that enticing of a league for me. And two, I don't really like to do lower management saves. Now, not that the Belgian second division is a lower save by any means. Obviously, I don't want to disrespect a division that I'm very new to, because who knows, it's maybe the toughest division in the world, and I've never known about. It might be a hidden gem of divisions, but I don't really think so, given that Jeffrey Rentmeister, who was pretty crap for Blackpool, is actually is like a star player in this division. So, yeah. But that saying, let's talk about the club a bit. They are Royal White Star Brussels, but I'll probably refer to them as White Star, hence the nickname. We're in the Belgian second division, and I'm going to tell you my plan. Two seasons to get promoted is what I've given myself. So one season we'll be building, hopefully get a good squad, hopefully can challenge, can push, not necessarily get there at first. Second season, promotion. Has to be if we haven't already got it. And then the next, I've given myself 3 seasons then to stay up. So that's 5 seasons in. I'm planning far ahead, and then we can start trying to push up the divisions, slowly and surely. But I'm not too adamant on instant success straight away. I'm happy to build slowly and try and maybe implement sort of a youth philosophy maybe with the club. But there's a couple of things I'm going to try and do straight away and immediately. Also, we have actually played a friendly, and that was because I started it in July when I should have started in June, but it was only a few days ago. So, oh well, it's not the end of the world unless it is the end of the world. And as I'm recording this, a meteorite does smash into the earth and kill us all. But if you're watching this on YouTube, which you probably are, it probably didn't happen. So that's a good thing. We're not dead. But what I'm going to do is look for a senior affiliate. And hopefully, we might get a Ghent or a Genk or an Anderlecht maybe. Who knows? The sky's the limit. Can we just have a round of applause for Fraps for a second there? Well done, Fraps. Well, absolutely well done. You are just the best recording software out there. I say that. Lying to you, and that is just an evil lie to tell, because Fraps decided that also Jamal bin Farah, that's an interesting name. But no, shut up about Jamal. Let's talk about what happens with Fraps, because as soon as I clicked, I would like a youth affiliate, and they were like, oh, hang on a minute. Yes. They were like, Fraps was like, hey, you've not got DirectX. I was like, are you mad? Everyone's got DirectX, even though I don't technically know what DirectX does, because I'm not technically a computer person, because I'm not a computer person because I'm an idiot. That's probably it. But let's talk tactic. I had a quick assessment of what we've got at the team. Now, I actually haven't done the roles yet, but what I want to do is I want to play a similar system, in terms of instructions to as I would have played at Brentford, but with a few different roles. So, as you can see, fullback support, 2 centre mid defenders on defend. It's always what I've done. But a ball winner sat in a 4-1-2-2-1 formation, which then will allow me to use a roaming playmaker, although I don't actually think that's going to be the best in this system. So we'll go for a deep line playmaker support and a centre mid on support as well. Get them supporting acts. We're going to play wingers on attack, so we're going to actually try and maybe focus on our wing play using good, strong, maybe good finishing wingers. We'll put wingers with the good finishing stat. And then I'm probably going to keep advanced forward because I've had a lot of success with it. But obviously I'll sort out the team and you'll see it in just a minute, and then we can look at where we need to strengthen in the transfer window. Maybe loan deals, maybe see who's on a free. So we'll see what we can do, hopefully. I mean, I am on the update, the WizKid update, not the one that comes out tomorrow from when I'm recording this, so it's actually like a week old at this point, but it's still a very, very good update, and you should, I would recommend WizKids for when you do updates. I mean, FC Marshall's very good, but WizKids for me seems to be just a really, really good one. They always update it very quickly, very soon, so shout out to WizKids if you're listening. James, I think your name's James who does it. Probably not, though. The chances are slim. Very, very slim. So as you can probably see from the star ratings, we really need to strengthen in midfield, especially also the fact we're playing a right winger in centre mid, and he's actually one of our better players according to our assistant. So yeah, we perhaps maybe need to strengthen with 2 centre mids coming in and also a goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper has potential, Julien Grondin, but he doesn't look that good. So we're going to have to hopefully bring in a goalkeeper. I'm hoping there'll be one on a free transfer that we could bring in, or at least get one in on loan, depending on maybe who our senior affiliate is. But so that's when he's strength for 3 positions, 3 players. Hopefully we can bring in, and maybe a little bit of backup in the squad. Although we have got quite a big squad as it is. Although a few players, maybe need to go. Maybe people such as Renault, who doesn't really look that good. Yes, he's already transfer listed anyway. But we'll see what happens, and I'll come back to you when something interesting happens, which will be probably when I find a player to buy. Tranmere! I was after Stephen Hewitt, and I'm not celebrating Tranmere. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I'm very annoyed at you, Tranmere. You really let me down on this occasion. That's why you're in League One. Not even in League One anymore. That's why you're in the conference. Back-to-back relegations. Because nobody likes you. Nobody. If you support Tranmere, what is wrong with you? Why do you support... Change club, seriously. Bloody hell, moving on. Now, strangely, I could actually bring this dude in, but you've immediately noticed a couple of issues. One natural fitness. 2, low determination. 3, low work rate. Meaning, for a centre midfielder, he is literally a passing lamppost. By that, I mean... You pass the ball to him, and it just sort of hits him and magically falls to another player. All I'm saying is as much as his technicals are astoundingly good, 20 passing, 16 technique, etc., I will not be signing this Sierra Leone's lamppost. No. Ooh, that's a lot of out-of-contract players. I'm going to leave that till January, I think. I bring to you the signing of legendary South African midfielder Michael Madubi. What do you mean you don't know Michael Madubi? He's a household name. Oh my goodness me. Mark my words, if you don't know the name of Michael Madubi, you will soon, because he will become a White Star legend. Click accept. That was the weakest click of my life, but it doesn't matter, because he's put pen to paper and signed a 1-year deal with the club. If it doesn't work out, and he doesn't become a legend, then it's only, he's only here for a year, so then he leaves. So in fact, you'll all have forgotten by the time this series ends anyway. So in fact, no risk transfer. That was me, doing that weird hand thing you do once you've done something, like you cleaning your hand. I really don't get, like dusting your hand. It's really weird, isn't it? Like, why do people do that? I mean, how's that going to clean your hands anyway? There's no antibacterial by doing that, is there? No. I suppose I should show you Michael Madubi's stats and why I bought him. He looks actually a pretty decent midfielder, and if we stick him in maybe the deep line playmaker role, maybe he could work a little bit of business for us. He's got a good work rate, which is certainly, helpful. But as you can see, 11 passing, which isn't the best. Decent technique, though. And he also has the ability to tackle as well, so maybe he could slip into DM if needs be. But, he looks at a decent player, a good bit of backup. Not necessarily the best player in the world, but not half bad, decent in terms of physicals, and a couple of technicals in there, like dribbling, and like marking and technique is not too bad. I mean, he's an international, well, he has been an international, or has played in this division, if not much, but is not a terrible player. He spent a lot of time on loan at Westerlo. I'm not going to lie, that is a very long time to spend out on loan. That's very weird. That is really strange, and I'm going to move on. When I said we were aiming for the stars, trying to bring in maybe someone like, maybe link up with someone like Anderlecht or Genk. Zoit Varegem aren't terrible. They have a few decent youngsters, in their ranks. But who the hell are KV Vorjic? I can't even say their name. You're going Zoot, simply because I actually know who they are, and I know they have a few decent players. Also, they're offering us a lot more money, and we have been easily bribed. We're like FIFA. You can practically call me Sepp Blatter, because I'm all about that dollar. If you know what I mean. I think I just used if you know what I mean because I'm listening to Love, Sex, Magic by Justin Timberlake as I'm recording this. Because that I can make you believe in love and sex and magic. That could be a great chant for somebody. Like, who could that be? Like, that could be a chant for maybe someone like, Brentford. I know that I can make you believe in cock and Lodge and Patrick. Why was that never a chant? I should have done that while the series were going, but that is genius. Oh my goodness me. That is a missed opportunity right there. Oh my god, I'm freaking out over here. Snap out of it, Jordan. Jesus Christ. That actually really hurt. It was just a bit of a joke, like fangirling over a couple of decent players we can get on loan. And I actually slapped myself quite hard. Right. However, look at these guys. And I know you're thinking, they're not incredible, Jordan. What is that? But they're actually, as you can see, leading player from most second division sides, which is what we're in. And a player who can play the defensive side of the game, which is what we want. Who also happens to have, a decent, not great passing, but, is an option. And that's what we need. It's just options at the moment. And to say he's going to cost us nothing... Zultvaregem, to you. Let's sign some players. So we'll make the offer. We will then make an offer for this dude who looks phenomenal. 16 technique, 15 vision, 13 passing. He's going to be an excellent deep-lying playmaker, I am sure. And the fact that we're going to be able to bring him in and have him, it's just going to be so goddamn good. This is excellent. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Granted, his balance and composure isn't fantastic, but the passing, the technique, the vision, the work rate's not bad either. So, brilliant to have him. And an international for Peru already is not too bad. And to say that, I don't know what first division... He was on loan at the Peruvian first division and made 32 appearances. Now, I'm not actually sure if that's a good thing, but not bad, and I'm excited. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. There was a song reference, by the way. So the arrivals of the two midfielders on loan from Zuid-Varegem, only a goalkeeper now to really strengthen the squad, and from that point I think we have assembled a really decent squad for the season, and I'm really, really excited. But finding a goalkeeper is trickier than it may sound. We've had a couple of loan offers in, nothing accepted yet. I mean, Glenn Verbouwrede, I have no idea. He's Belgium, but he looks very, very decent. However, he just doesn't want to come on loan to us, which is really disappointing for a keeper who's not played for Sundowns and has only made 92 appearances in his entire career. You'd assume he'd, maybe, bite our hand off for the opportunity, but so it seems that some players are more concerned collecting a paycheck, sitting on the bench and actually having to do some work. And Glenn, you know what, Glenn? You're the type of player that I despise. Yeah. Hashtag fuck Glenn. People are going to be really confused if your name's Glenn, it's not directed to you. It's directed to the goalkeeper, Glenn, just to make that clear. I have no idea how the hell we've done it, but we've got Daniel Backman on loan from Stoke for the season. It was just a punt. I saw someone who was, valued a little bit higher than that Glenn dude, and I thought, you know what, we'll take it. We'll take a random punt on him, and see if we can get him, because we're not paying any of his wage, and he's randomly accepted. Now, he looks a pretty decent keeper, I'm not going to lie. For this division, he looks like he could be solid. I mean, 6'3", nice, kind of a reasonable big frame for a goalkeeper. I'm very happy with that. Also, I've got my weight on pounds. Needs to change that back to stone. But, decent aerial ability, he looks decent. Everything's just tipping that sort of blue marker, which is 11. So it's very, very good. So, and obviously low, not a terribly high intensity to punch, a low eccentricity, hopefully won't give us too many problems. And he looks just, could be a very, very decent player. It could be a shrewd pickup on loan from Stoke for the season. And I'm actually really, really happy with that. He will certainly be our number one for the season. Daniel Backman, welcome aboard, sir. Right, let's talk over our pre-season. What happened? Let's get the ins and outs. We drew 1-1 in a friendly that I didn't even take charge of because it happened before I took over. Whoopsie daisy. Although something I mentioned about their badge, it looks like a 1980s attempt at 3D. That does. I mean, it's very weird, and I don't like it. We lost 1-0, debuting our new system, so we only had 4 days to learn it. I understand, and to go up against a top division side and lose 1-0 is not too bad. A disappointing result though was 3-1 defeat to Kelmis, who are actually in the 3rd division. So it's really disappointing to lose to them, and really set the man, it kind of put the crew at panic stations, but luckily, we calmed down, we set everything in order with a 1-0 victory over Bornham. Korsnard with a 1-minute goal, early stuff, very nice, and a 1-0 draw, unfortunately, in a game which we actually dominated against the Marseille reserves. As you can see, actually dominated the game in terms of shot, and was very actually unfortunate not to win that game. But we did win our 2 next games, though. A victory over the the essentially the under-21s of Ajax and over the small, I think like not even third division side Moldegem, means that we are coming into the first game against Gil or whatever their name is. To be honest, their name just looks like you know when you type in really quickly and you add an extra letter in for no reason. Like that's what it looks like. It's like, oh, I need I need to buy some hair gel, and they put hair gel, and it's like and then so really their name should be asterisk GEL is all I'm saying. But we have them today. We also have a small injury concern. Our new player, that Ekamangene. Oh god, this is going to be awful. Ikanga Mene Charney is going to have to be replaced, unfortunately, today. He has picked up an injury, so we'll see who's most suitable. Michael Midubi, of course, one of our new signings as well. He will come in. So only 2 new signings then. Actually, no, we need to also put in Julian Grondin, replace him with Daniel Bachmann, who starts, as well as Hino Stroza. That's a beautiful name, by the way, Hino Stroza. And we will form a bench. So 7 players. I should actually look at the rules. So I'm actually used to the league rules. What are we looking like? I suppose 7 subs, max 3 use, no trialists. That's fine. It's done by goals 1, goal difference, goals scored, similar to Premier League. Top team wins promotion to Pro League. Teams play 4th, may qualify for a promotion playoff. Teams in 60 for a relegation playoff. Bottom 2 teams are relegated. 1 match ban for 5 yellow cards. So 1 match ban for every red card. And transfer windows are the free transfer window comes after. It's very much like England, actually. I'm quite happy with that. So it means the rules I should be used to. Let's not actually submit the team because we only got 1 player on the bench. And let's sort out. Again, I have to use the assistant reports until I get to learn my team a little bit better. So we'll put 2 defenders on. In fact, we might actually put the left back on, Gregory Guizet, in hope that I think it's Grizez. I don't know. Wilfried Demott can come on the bench. We need a striker on there. So, and Amadi Diop looked good to everyone. Although we've got Michael Tambak, who has 6 finishing, so we're not going to use Michael Tambak. Let's use that Diop dude, Amadi Diop. I mean, he's only got 8 as well. Bloody hell! What is it? Why do we have no strikers who finish? I mean, Traore, who's looks a very decent player, has 10 finishing. That's worrying me. We're going to use a poacher as well, by the way. If you may have noticed that small tactical tweak, I changed that and we started winning. So I thought, why not keep it the same? I thought poacher, try and play on the back line. Doesn't really emphasise on him creating too much. Hopefully can use the wingers a bit more, who hopefully have that extra bit of creativity where he maybe lacks. So I've Gary Ambrose, or Ambrose, I would assume it would be. Sorry, so many weird names. It's a little time. Let's look at what we've got. Do we have people who? Let's put Mansour Diop on because we know he is a decent player who can play in a range of positions. Fitness-wise, I've noticed that Traore possibly could use a rest, so we're actually gonna have to start Diop and hope that he can have an impact in this game. Or we could put Ambrose on. What's Gary Ambrose's finishing like? This is a learning curve. He looks actually quite decent actually with the composure and finishing. So we're going to start with Gary Ambrose or Ambroise. Really don't know how to say that. The names are going to be a problem. I can say Rentmeister because that is an absolutely fantastic name. If you're Jeffrey Rentmeister, you have the best name in the squad. I'm gonna just point that out. The match squad must have 6 players trained by a club in Belgium, currently 4. That's a problem. I've noticed. Okay, we need to change that then. I don't know who fits in, so we need the homegrown players. Plays with HG, so who hasn't got that at the moment on the bench? I mean, we'll drop Torre because he's not fit. He doesn't have it either. We'll put Renault on there. No, actually not Renault. He's crap. I remember him being crap. Not Diallo. Zorbo can go on the bench. We've got no striker on the bench. Risky business, but I'm brave, and we need another one. Can we bring on maybe? Are you any good? Jeremy Hobart. Yeah, you're not bad. Let's put you on instead. You can come on for Hatchi. Kevin Hatchi. Yep, unfortunately, you're not homegrown in Belgium. So let's go then. I'll see you at kickoff. That is our team. Hopefully, it can give us a win and kickstart our reign in Belgium with 3 points. But before I do, I thought I would look at the season preview, and we are predicted to finish 6th, 40-1 odds. We share that with quite a few other teams, 6 to be exact. But OHL are the clear favourites, so it's interesting to see how they do this season. Obviously, you've got teams such as Royal Antwerp, obviously formerly managed by Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. But the team we are facing today, Gilles, are actually quite low down there in terms of odds of going up, so maybe losing to them could be worrying. So perhaps we maybe should be looking for at least a win in this early days. They're playing quite a defensive formation, this 4-4-2 with 2 defensive midfielders. They might give us room to attack and maybe try and hit us on the counter, so we've got to be wary of that. But let's try encouraging boys, get off to a good start, hopefully. Not quite. It's not the good start I was hoping for, I'm not going to lie. Let's go, let's do it. That's a little bit better. People looking happy, people listening to me at least. And we kick off our spell in Belgium, our new series replacing Beware the Bees as Madubi comes in with a fantastic tackle. Names, as I've said many times already, is going to be an issue. And I'm sorry if I do offend you with absolutely awful pronunciation. That is just my awful English brain being unable to process foreign names. But they have a chance now. It looks like it was a counter. Here's Boyton onto Onwukili. That's a fantastic name. And a decent finish from Zico Gilis from that far right-hand side, right into the far corner. I think it was a tackle from Rentmeister that came in, and it presented the opportunity for Zico to put that in the far corner. Really quite annoying start. Oh no, it was just a through ball, sorry. No, it was a tackle by Rentmeister. It's a good finish on the for a first-time finish from the player, but we really should not be going down to a team like this, and hopefully it can't be 2, but that is well away, and Ambrose maybe can't capitalise. Here's El Hani. Ambrose, I'm going to call him Ambrose because I don't really know how to pronounce it. El Hani, though, has he got space down the left-hand side? No, but here's Mahubi. Whipped into Ambrose, that's 1-1. They weren't ahead for long. Gary Ambrose, 1-1. Jobs are good, and let's kick on. I mean, I don't know what the stats are so far. I've not really paid attention to them too much. We look a bit like Grimsby. We're like a Belgian Grimsby town, and I think I'm quite all right with that. Strangely, yeah, we've not been the best. It's been an even game so far, but goals galore in this last couple of minutes, hasn't it? Oh, that is a really horrible name to pronounce. I mean, I'm already struggling as it is, and then you present me with like Onyeke Onoluwu. I don't even know what was that. Onwi Kulu. I really am never going to pronounce your name properly. So if you happen to be watching this, Onwi Kulu, I'm sorry. Your name's too difficult. But yeah, not great. Not a great half from us. I mean, I guess just defensively, a couple of mistakes. I mean, Benguna's not having a good half, so we're going to bring on that guy whose name is absolutely impossible. What's your first name? Jeremy. We'll bring on Jeremy, and hopefully he can have an impact on this game. Midfield as well isn't looking too strong, as you can see. Both our sort of central players playing a 6.4 and a 6.3. Hopefully can kick on in the second half and give us a better performance. Otherwise, we certainly will have to be looking at changes. But yeah, not the start we would have wanted, unless we can get a goal here. I mean, I can't really dictate what's really gone wrong at the moment, other than the fact that maybe a few players have not really turned up. We're going to bring on Mansour Diop then for Madubi. We're going to move him. Oh god, he's really not that good, is he? Maybe bring on Leandro Zorbo. Nope, let's not do that. Do we have anyone? Do we have anyone who's a good player at all? I mean, Wilfred Deme, are you better in the set? Not really. Right, we're going to bring on Mansour Diop then, as we said. We're going to swap. Ooh, I didn't like that. We're going to have to move you to attack. Actually, let's not. We'll keep you, and then we'll move Paulo Hernan Hinstroza to an advanced playmaker support, and hopefully he can maybe take a more advanced position, drive into that sort of space where we are lacking an attacking midfielder, and try and make something happen. But we are desperate now, entering the last 20 minutes. It's not exactly been the most exciting game, and it's been one where there was a brief spell of goals and they've taken their chances, whereas we really haven't, although there has been no clear-cut chances in this game. But we need something now. It's forward. El Hani doesn't get there. Van der Hayden. A goal now will see us out of it if they score the next one. But we really need to get a hold of this game now. I say get a hold of this game. I mean, at least, get a finger on it and try and, grasp something from this game. But here's a great tackle. It's a good tackle by Cornwall. And he hits the post after a brilliant run, driving into the box. And hits the outside of the post, and it looks like it will be defeat for White Star on our first game, but never mind, because the Rentmeister's there, coming in, signed on a free contract after his contract at Blackpool expired, and he's there to nod home the 6'3" bloody Belgian giant, takes the drop to the second division, and scores a goal. And it's 2-2. We've rescued it late on. Not our best performance. Certainly things will need to be worked on. We might change our midfield role slightly. But it's 2-2 and perhaps maybe not the best of performance. But I'm happy that we've managed to save it. Whew. Bloody hell. That was close. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is our first episode of the All-Stars wrapped up, and we are sixth as it stands, quite fittingly, although a couple of teams yet to play. Also, we played, I assume, reasonably late on, strangely enough. What time was the kickoff? It doesn't... Yeah, 6:30 kickoff. That's a funky one. No idea what that's about. But no, that is that. Also, Heist, the team with a really derpy swan badge. I would have been them, because they could have gone, we're stealing some points, it's a heist, but the pun was not worth the derpy swan badge. But you know what? That will be that. And I want to thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do leave a like for the new series in the Belgian 2nd Division. And hopefully I will see you next time, where we will probably take on Parma in a friendly, and then the Belgian Cup. I mean, that friendly against Parma will be actually quite scary. I don't know why we've got a friendly against Parma in the middle of a thingy. I might cancel it, who knows. But it is interesting. But I might not see that. I mean, I might do. Who knows? I might see you maybe towards the end, maybe against STVV, as actually that is towards the closing of the transfer window. So I'm sure we'll see each other eventually. Don't worry. I'm sure we can always text. We can you can send me an email, be a pen pal. God, nobody's been a pen pal since like 2005. Jordan, come on. But we can do whatever. But it is time for me to go, and I want to thank you very much for watching. Though you have been awesome as per usual. Much love. Bye-bye.